Hi, Dave Holt here from coachandplaybaseball.com. Hey, today we're going to talk a little bit about signs, baseball signs. I know it's a big thing in youth baseball or all levels of baseball, putting on baseball signs. And the reason why I know it's a really big deal is because I have a website called coachandplaybaseball.com, and the #1 most popular pages are the ones I talk about baseball signs. So I know people are searching on Google and trying to find out ways to do baseball signs. So a lot of youth baseball people get really kind of infatuated with putting on baseball signs. They think, well, I better know how to put on signs, otherwise I don't look like I know what I'm doing out here. So a lot of coaches get a lot of street cred, they think, for being able to put on baseball signs. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I think about baseball signs. First of all, when you look in the major leagues, the catchers call the pitches. Not the people on the bench, not the coaches, the catchers and pitchers, they call all the baseball signs. They put on the signs and call the game together. In youth baseball, most of the time there's a guy sitting on a bucket, one of the coaches out in front of the dugout, giving the signs to the catcher calling the games. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't want to get in your business, but I'd rather let the kids kind of have the game themselves, pull back, stay out of the kids' way, and let them call their own games. I like to educate them and tell them, hey, why did you call that pitch, or what was your thinking on that pitch, or what was your reasoning on calling that pitch, and try to educate them on when to throw fastballs and off-speed pitches and that kind of thing. But I like them to kind of work it out together. I'll let the kids play the game more, but that's just me. But MLB, when the guys are in the dugout and they're showing them putting on signs, that's controlling the running game. When there's a runner on first base, the manager or the bench coach is telling the catcher whether to throw over or pitch out, or to hold, or to step back, that kind of thing. So those guys are trying to run take the pickoffs and the running game off the player's shoulders, and they're going to call the pitch outs and throw overs on there. So when you see the guys in the big leagues giving the signs like that to the catcher, that's to do the throw overs and pickoffs and pitch outs. All right. You see a lot of wrist things nowadays with the catchers. They do that. They call the pitches for colleges and stuff. So that's a big thing. Like I said, I like the pitchers and catchers to call their own game. You might have a sign for like your first and third defense if you're going to have your catchers throw through to second, maybe arm fake and throw to third, or cut off, maybe a cutoff play back to pitcher or shortstop or what have you. So you should have a first and third signs you can give your catcher so he can relay them to the infielders. But overall, you don't really need a bunch of signs. First of all, below varsity, 14, 15-year-old and younger, I don't like guys to bunt. I'm not a big bunt guy. I like the guys to swing the bat. If the kids don't learn to swing the bat, eventually they're going to reach a point where they're not going to be valuable anymore and they're not going to play. We want guys to get in that high school baseball funnel, and we got to make them hit. We got to show them to hit. We got to teach them to hit. We got to develop them to be hitters and not bunters. Yeah, you want to be able to bunt a little bit, but you're going to be way more valuable if you can hit. And sooner or later, you're going to have to hit, especially when you get to that big field, 13, 14-year-old big field. You got to be able to hit. If you're just a bunter, or walks. So we don't want to do a lot of walks too. So we don't do take signs. We don't like the guys to take. We don't like walks. We like them to swing the bat. We don't want them to take, waggle the bat in front of them, or fake bunt, those kind of things. We want guys to swing away. A lot of swinging, not a lot of bunting. Not a lot of walking. We don't want guys to take pitches and get walks. We want them to hit. So that's what I like to do. So all that leaves is a steal sign. So what's a steal sign? Well, you can do anything. You can grab your ear. Sometimes we go inverse the outs. One of the things I like to use when I coached a lot in the minor leagues and stuff, I just use claps. One clap was the bunt. 2 claps was a steal. 3 claps is a hit and run. So I'd have an indicator, so maybe it's right hand of the hat. So nothing's on until I hit the right hand of the hat. Now the hot sign's on, the play's hot. And then I would just clap. So if I wanted the guy to bunt, I just do 1 clap after the indicator. So if I ever hit the indicator in there, then that's the hot sign. So I go 2 claps after the hot sign, steal, all right? And then the hit and run would be after that. So then you might have a squeeze sign on there if you're in higher levels of baseball. You might need a play like that, or a delay steal, some things like that when you get in higher level baseball. You have a few things like that you want to kind of add into it. But I don't use the take sign. I don't like the bunt sign. 14 and under, I want the guys to hit away. So I don't make a big deal about signs. So I don't want you guys to make a big deal about signs It's not a big thing. If you want to just kind of open hand, that's a steel sign, or you can easily give a guy a steel sign on pretty much just anything. But if you want to use the clap method, that's fine too. All right, so that's our story on signs. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out.